Most people keep their bedside table pretty cluttered, but this little device actually helps clean that up while keeping things secure. It is a clever piece of kit that tries to be more than just a metal box for a handgun. The first thing that catches the eye is that front-facing LCD screen. It is surprisingly handy to glance over in the middle of the night and see the time, the room temperature, and even the humidity levels without having to fumble for a phone. It feels like a modern alarm clock that just happens to be built like a tank. The build quality is solid. It is made from 1.5 carbon steel with a textured finish that does not show every single fingerprint you leave on it, which is a nice touch. Inside, there is enough room for a standard handgun and a spare magazine, all tucked away on a soft felt lining. What is really interesting is the wireless charging pad on top. If you have a phone that supports it, you can just drop it on the safe to charge while you sleep. It does need to be plugged into a wall outlet for that feature to work, but it is a smart way to reclaim some space on your nightstand. Accessing the safe is quick. The biometric sensor is snappy, usually popping the lid in under half a second. If the sensor is not your thing, there is a keypad for a PIN or a physical key for backup. It is good to see that the system has a bit of a brain, too. If someone tries to guess the code 5 times in a row, it locks them out and starts chirping an alarm. That is a solid deterrent. One small detail that feels well thought out is the internal LED. It kicks on the moment the lid opens, so you are not squinting into a dark box when you need to grab something quickly. Now, it is not perfect. While the dual power options are great, you can run it off the wall or use 4 AAA batteries. The wireless charging feature is strictly tethered to that external power supply. It would have been fantastic if the internal battery could handle the charging, but that is probably asking a bit much for a device this size. Also, the buttons for the clock settings are a little tucked away, so you might need a minute to get used to the interface. Still, for someone who wants to keep a firearm secure but accessible, and wants to tidy up their nightstand at the same time, this is a pretty slick solution. It feels sturdy, looks modern, and actually serves a dual purpose, which is more than you can say for most safes on the market. If you are looking for something that blends into a bedroom setup without looking like a piece of tactical gear, this is definitely worth a look.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.